Part 4 of 6. The victim who hired McCormick is a con artist who professed to be a philanthropist who never has to work another day in his life. He also claimed to be the owner and shareholder of the worldwide 21st Century Lifestyle LLC. His claim of not having to work another day is partially true, as Payne, also known as Johansson, a self-proclaimed lesbian, is the recipient of government mental disability. But the checks have to be co-signed by his ex-wife, who is his legal guardian. Payne fraudulently claimed his ex-wife to be a wealthy socialite. Small wonder Payne has been a frequent guest in Green Acres and other mental institutions. Payne has also been arrested numerous times and insists he has been sexually abused by his own mother since he was 13. I at first believed the horror stories and felt terribly sorry for him. That's why I allowed him to stay in my apartment temporarily until his apartment in McKinney was ready. Payne also claims to be a vet, screaming and pretending to have severe flashbacks from killing thousands of Vietnamese, even Americans. But when I found out he had never been accepted into the military, I realized the story about his mother's sexual abuse was most likely not true either.
Yeah. And that's why I took him to church and all that. And he really needed help because, see, when I met him, he had just been in the mental ward. Maybe now it's different. See, he had gone to a church crying and the people there, I don't know what he did, but they got the police to handcuff him and take him away. That's what they did.
At a church?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Call that church and find out. It's
I wouldn't do
that. Church right there where he lives. I mean, if you go talk to the church, and so they would tell you.
Why would they handcuff him?
I was going to talk to the church. I was going to say, now, what's wrong with that man? Because I've been knowing him. And then they would probably tell you just for your own safety, because they thought he was dangerous. They handcuffed him in church, and the police came, took him away, and put him in the mental.
They're not allowed to do that.
Yes, they are. If there is a danger, they have all kinds of precautions.
How come he was
dangerous? He was dangerous. He was crying and didn't know what to say.
People do that a lot, but nobody handcuffs them for that.
I want to make it clear that I really don't care Payne professes to be a lesbian, as I believe in live and let live. But in this case, it has enormous relevance, as he is a nutcracker who convinced a judge the inexpensive print is worth $10,000, which is a lie, a flat-out darn lie.
$20,000. I said, that's not true. Remember, I was with you when you ordered it. I told him. And he was recording me, I'm sure. And I said, remember, I was with you and you ordered it? It was only $200.
My, what a guy. Payne also tried to con a local electronics retailer, Fry's, into reimbursing him twice for approximately $869. I don't remember the cent amount, but Fry's remembers him. Another dose of Payne's criminal activities. I don't record everyday conversations and unfortunately missed taping this lady's horrifying account from the previous day when she told me what Payne had done to her. So I called her back to record.
Yesterday when you told me all those things about Edward, I tell you what, I was kind of shocked, and also I was waiting for another phone call, so I only got half of it. Yeah.
But what I told you, I just wanted you to just know that, but, you know, because he doesn't understand a lot of stuff.
Oh, really? You know, he appears...
I'll tell you why. When he was little, he told me, he opened up to me because of the way what he did to me, and I told him...
What did he do to you?
And he opened up to me, and I'll tell you, just so you'll know, he used to be abused by his mother, and so that's why he's got very extra... He thinks real strange. He doesn't think the way normal people think. And he would just constantly start crying. He's meeting somebody that cries. And so that's all he did. He would just start crying. You know, and gave me pills and shit. I was upset at why did he do that.
It kind of worries me when you said he slips you, Valium into your drinks.
Well, that's what I mean. He doesn't think the normal way. He thinks that's normal because his mother always did that to him. That's what he told me. But he was scared of me, so he didn't know how to treat me, so he sedated me so that he wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
That's stupid, I know, but that's the way he thinks.
But Mm-hmm.
I'm just remembering bits and pieces on what.
This conversation was taped last year, and it looks like Edward Payne is guilty of much more than fraudulently asking for $10,000 and drugging a woman with a controlled substance, Valium. Miss D was horrified and ashamed and therefore never pressed charges. But who knows, perhaps this evidence can be useful from today on, as there is much more of what he did that you can't hear, which I included in the letter I brought with me when we both visited the FBI office in Dallas last year. And the story of Payne's $10,000 scam. Please realize Miss D is aware that Payne records all of his conversations. With him when he bought it?
Yeah, because he asked me, which one do you like? You know, he was buying the poster online. He bought the poster. It was just, you know, a place where they sell a bunch of posters.
Yeah.
And he liked that one because it had that blue he liked. So he ordered it, and he had it framed.
He tells everybody it's $10,000.
He's crazy. No, I don't know where he gets that from. He told me it was worth plenty because when I told him I threw it away,
Yeah.
you know, I called him to tell him so he'll stop bugging you. I said, look, I had it and I threw it away because I want nothing to do with you. I said, if you had been nice, I would have just given it back to you for my painting. I said, but look, the way you are, I just threw it away. And he goes, Isabel, that was $20,000. I said, that's not true. Remember I was with you when you ordered it? I told him. And he was recording me, I'm sure. And I said, remember I was with you and you ordered it? It was only $200. You know, he's so stupid.
You told me originally it was $180, but you know, $200 is not much more.
It's nothing. Yeah, it was just like 200, 180 or 200, something like that. You know, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember it was something cheap. You know, like when you buy a poster from a famous artist. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, but see, he said he had that since 1992.
That's not true. That's not true. He ordered it when I knew him. It was just last year.
See? Yeah. I mean, you know, to you he said it was 20,000. To me he said it was 10,000. It is possible that that was a famous artist, but it is a print. It is a, you know, it's a print. It's not a painting. A recap: the story about the $10,000 painting, which was actually an inexpensive print ordered over the internet when Miss D was with Edward Payne. How the con artist, who had been arrested numerous times, convinced a judge without verifying that claim is beyond me, unless he found someone vouching and lying for him. As you could hear, he already tried to tell Miss D the so-called painting was $20,000. Just like he tried to get Fries to reimburse him again for almost $900, but Fries admonished him at the checkout counter and told him the credit was already given to him 18 months prior. I was there. He was lucky they didn't arrest him. Payne told me Fries notified him of the credit, but admitted he can't find the notice. Unfortunately, I believed him, as it was only the first day he stayed at my apartment. And please realize, I felt so sorry. He was always crying, and I just really felt sorry for him, and I thought I could help him out for a couple of weeks. After the Fries incident, he called a business card company and told them he didn't receive the cards. It was strange because he held the cards in his hand. So they gave him credit, after which I told him to move out immediately, because by that time, now I realized what was going on. What is it that McCormick wants Kim to deny? I take a wild guess and say Kim is Payne. McCormick wants him to stay strong. McCormick may not know why Payne was reluctant, but the $10,000 filing is a fraud. Payne knows what can happen for lying to the court. If Conti, Leppert, and McCormick had not called Payne and badgered him, he would have never had the courage to see an attorney. Small wonder he must stay strong, as he knows what awaits him for lying. Chief Kunkle, McCormick knew Payne had been arrested numerous times and stayed in mental institutions, yet McCormick slandered me worldwide and claimed I have mental problems. That was nothing but revenge, because I filed a complaint against McCormick, a Dallas police officer. As you can see, sir, revenge is best served cold.